Finishing up the short walkthrough with the Pathfinder tools, I thought that would be a good opportunity to take a quick peek at the alignment tools while I had a lot of different shapes and objects already on the artboard. So starting with any random shapes that you want to use, nested in with Pathfinder are the align tools. And also, any time that you have multiple objects selected, your align tools should appear in your main taskbar somewhere near about dead center. Over here in my palette, what I need to do is in the upper right hand corner, click on this show options. And the reason that I want to do that is because what wasn't showing, although it is up in my taskbar, is the align to. You always want to make sure you're trying to align to what you think you're trying to align to. Right now we're set to align to selection. The other option that you're going to use is align to artboard. So I'm going to go ahead and set that. Again, you can see the same align to menu as the drop down up here in the main taskbar when you have multiple objects selected. So the alignment tools, once you get used to them, really are pretty intuitive. The trick is to look, if you look up here in the taskbar, the trick is to look, there's always two rectangles, one filled, one not filled, and then there's a line segment. And if you look at the line segment in relation to the two rectangles, for example, this one is align left, so it's going to take the leftmost edge of the objects that I have selected and align them to my artboard. So if I click on that, we can see they go left. I can put them horizontal center. I can take them right edge to the right hand side. I can take them to the top, vertical center, and also bottom. I'm going to put them back center, and then move them roughly back where they were. All right. If I select everything that I have and I change my align to align to selection, actually first let's do align to artboard. I'm going to take my left object and put it on the left edge of the artboard. I'm going to take my right hand object, put it on the right side of the artboard. Then I'm going to select everything. And these last 6 to the right, or this middle row over here in the align palette, are distribute for objects, so even spacing. So I can vertically distribute them, and since I'm aligned to artboard, it's distributing to the artboard, not the objects. If I undo, Control Z or Command Z on a Mac, and change this to align to selection and then distribute, you can see it's trying to space everything evenly based on their registration points. And you can see how the registration point is set, or reference points, up here in the main taskbar. There are 9 areas available. By default, it'll be set dead center. All right, so that's distribute. Now, something a little more meaningful. If I bring these in a bit, I'm still on align to selection. Let's say I want these vertical center or horizontal center. I find that the horizontal vertical, as far as indication, is usually opposite of what I think it's going to be. And then, without moving anything, I can grab this square, put it to the top. I can grab the other, where'd the other square go? There should be one more square. Nope. There it is. Grab that square, put it to the bottom. I can, with those same two shapes, go left and then go right, so I have kind of a discrete block. I'm going to do the same thing with these guys, which are just upside down and the other way. Again, I just clicked left and right with two shapes selected, and it's taking the rightmost edge, aligning them, and then the leftmost edge and aligning them. And let's take a look at what I got going on here. Right. Maybe these go somewhere in here, but overlapped. And then this guy, I want him to do something a little different. I'm going to change the orientation so that we can see it. If I want to get this gray bar, horizontal gray bar, in the very center of all of this mass of things, if I try to select everything and start aligning it, it's going to try to align everything at once, so it'll be moving everything. If I use just the shapes that define the left and right edge plus that bar, and I distribute, it will put it in the center, but then if I try to vertical align center, it's going to move all of that stuff together. So the easiest way to get this guy in the center of all this mass of shapes is to select all of those shapes, group them, so that when it comes to aligning and those tools, that mass of shapes acts like one thing. Then I can select both of these, and I'll use the tools up here in the taskbar because they're closest to my pointer. Then I can do center, center, and you can see that that horizontal bar, change the color for you, ends up dead center on top of that group. It's still its own thing. Everything behind it is one group now.